Bugatti is known for its high-end vehicles, but the $4 million Niniette 66 takes the luxurious lifestyle to a whole totally different level. Even the most discerning sea lovers will be blown away by the super yacht which sits on a pedestal. Bugatti's entry into the yachting world is a thing of beauty, both inside and out. For a car company with a long history of catering to the world's wealthiest customers, while the initial announcement elicited curiosity and optimism, the final product elicited applause and joy. This water wonder ticks so many important boxes for individuals with a sense of style. Bugatti revealed 2 years ago that it would collaborate with yacht maker Palmer Johnson to construct a series of 3 high-end boats. The series would be dubbed Niniette, after Lydia Bugatti, the company's founder's daughter, and each of 3 boats would be clad in titanium and carbon fiber, with Bugatti's signature blue accenting the design. The magnificent Bugatti Niniette 66 is the outcome of a new extraordinary partnership between Bugatti's automotive wizards and Palmer Johnson Yacht's creative crew. Palmer Johnson was in charge of the unique naval architecture and engineering for this beauty, which was expressly created to complement the Bugatti Chiron, both inside and out. This stunning boat, which features a narrow monohull stabilized by a sponson on either side, will prove to be a terrific ride because it's incredibly easy to steer at any speed. That could come in handy, given that this limited edition vessel is capable of a high speed of 44 knots, which is more than enough for thrill seekers and even Bugatti owners. Palmer Johnson's CEO Timur Mohammed told Yacht Harbor that this specific equipment was designed with the highest standards in mind. The objective was to develop an experience and a persona as much as a yacht, from streamlined elegance, refined style, and unparalleled craftsmanship. Mohammed explains, "For owners of tomorrow, Niniette will raise your expectations of life even higher." The Niniette 66 is Bugatti's first car in the legendary series, and it has wowed enthusiasts since its maiden appearance. The sight, which stretches between 50 and 80 feet in length, is breathtaking. The aesthetics that make roadsters like Bugatti Veyron so appealing are based on several of Bugatti's unique engineering calling cards, including symmetry and beautifully smooth curvature. Sailors will be able to maneuver all normal ports of call, even those with traditionally shallow waters, thanks to a relatively shallow draft of only about 2.7 feet. The risk of going aground is low, but the risk of ruining the year's biggest party is significant. The hull of this work of floating art is stabilized, allowing for efficient speed with minimum difficulties. At the same time, the ultra-thin primary hull enables greater speeds with less input power and fuel consumption. A quick glimpse at the close-up of the Bugatti Niniette 66 reveals strong design inspiration from the brand's flagship model, the Chiron. The C-shaped line is a trademark of the company and is affectionately referred to as the Bugatti line. This eye-catching design element runs the length of the yacht's hull, breaking up the pattern and providing some color contrast. The dark blue components of the ship are all finished in exposed gloss blue carbon fiber. When it comes to upgrades, practically all the Niniette's extra features are composed of carbon fiber. When you're on a yacht, the problem with getting in the water is that you have to jump overboard. The Niniette 66 is well aware of this, which is why they've included a feature that not only eliminates the threat of a dip, but also adds bubbles. There's a jacuzzi in a yacht. Imagine the optional carbon fiber fireplace just behind the captain's seat, or the gigantic carbon fiber jacuzzi strategically located in the exact middle of the vessel. This isn't the ride for you if you want to speed through the waves. This vessel wasn't built for speed racers. with a top speed of 44 knots or 50 miles per hour. The Niniette 66 is not a slow boat by any means, but it is designed to provide a smooth ride and a comfortable day at sea. If that isn't enough to make you feel like you're riding in style, perhaps the campfire will. Overall, this spacecraft is created with a goal of cramming as many appealing elements as possible into as little space as feasible. After all, too much wind in your sails might make that fire pit inaccessible. The carbon doesn't end there. The ship's whole hull and deck are made of carbon laminate. Although it may appear that using lightweight materials on such a hugely hefty ship is a waste in typical Bugatti form, it is more of a display of aesthetics than use. Only 66 Niniette yachts will ever be made, with lengths ranging from 50 to 80 feet depending on the specifications. The ship's website does not mention a delivery date or if any have been sold, despite the fact that it's a limited production run. The boat is propelled forward by a waterjet system powered by two-man V8 engines. The Niniette 66 will have a fuel capacity of up to 3,000 liters. The sumptuous ship will be capable of reaching a top speed of 50 miles per hour when fully loaded, or 44 knots. The Bugatti Niniette is a real Bugatti vehicle. It incorporates essential components of Bugatti's design language, such as the accentuated center line and the exterior's duotone color split. The crisp lines and forceful stance of the yacht, together with the characteristic Bugatti hallmark line fused into the side profile of the boat, are a reference to the recently introduced Chiron, in keeping with the company's guiding architectural tenet of form follows performance. Even when approaching a harbor from a long distance, the Niniette will always be known as a genuine Bugatti.